हेलो अस्सलाम वालेकुम रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातहू। वेलकम टू सुफ़ा इंग्लिश स्कूल क्लास 8 सब्जेक्ट civics lesson number 3 the union executive. In the last chapter we learn about the union legislature which include the structure and the functioning of the parliament. Now look, this chapter we are going to study the union executive. Lesson number 3 the union executive. Structure of the union government. The union government means the central government. The union government is made of the following constituents. This chart, look. Union government. First, president. The president, two parts of the legislature, and second, executive. The legislature have a two part, Lok Sabha and a Rajya Sabha, and executive the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers. This is the chart of the union government. You know that the legislature, executive and the judiciary are the three organs of the state and that they work for the welfare of the people. In a parliamentary system, the executive is the part of the legislature and the responsible to the legislature. When we learn about the executive, is the important for us to understand who are the include in executive. What are the constitutional provisions relating to executive and what is the process of policy making for public welfare? India's union executive comprise of the president, prime minister and the council of minister. President, the first of all we work the president. According to the provisions in the Constitution of India, the president is the supreme head of the state. The office of the president has the highest honor and the prestige and the represent the Republic of India. This is the once again this line, the president office of the president has the highest honor and the prestige and it the represents the Republic of India. All executive powers of the state are vested in the president by the constitution. The government carries out its functions in the name of the president. However, in the reality, the prime minister and the council of ministers run the government. Therefore, the president is the nominal and the constitutional head, whereas the prime minister is the executive head. Election of the president. The president is the indirectly elected by the people of India. The common people do not vote in the election of the president. He is the elected by the directly elected representatives of the central and the state legislature. The group of these parliamentarians and the number of the state legislature is known as the electoral college. The tenure of the president is the 5 year, यानी कार्यकाल जो होता है प्रेसिडेंट का कितना होता है 5 year का, 5 साल का. The person contesting the presidential election should be an Indian citizen. First is the important of the should be a Indian citizens whose age should be the at least 35 year, और उनकी एज कितनी होनी चाहिए 35 year. The person elected to the position of the president has to take an oath. While accepting the post according to the oath, the president bears the person elected to the position of the president has to take on an oath. While accepting the post according to the oath, the president bears the responsibility of the protecting the constitution and the ensuring that the government runs as per the constitution. The president governs according with the advice given the prime minister and the council of ministers. The responsibility of the protecting the constitution is the shouldered by the president. By if any act of president violates the constitution, then the parliament has the authority to remove the president. This process is known as the process of impeachment. Any one house can lay the charge of violation of the constitution, and the investigation of the charge is carried out by the other houses. The resolution has to be passed by the special second-thirds majority of both of the houses of parliament. Next point, power and a function of the president. Power and a function of the president. The constitution has entrusted several powers and a function to the president. A few functions and enumerate as follows. First, the president summons at the meeting of parliament. The session of the parliament sends message to both houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Dissolves the parliament after the tenure is over or even before the tenure gets over. Second, bill passed by the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha must be signed by the president. Without his signature, the bill cannot become a law. लोकसभा और राज्यसभा में जो बिल पास होता है विदाउट साइन प्रेसिडेंट के, ये बिल कैन नॉट बिकम अ लॉ. थर्ड, प्रेसिडेंट अपॉइंट द प्राइम मिनिस्टर एंड अदर मिनिस्टर ऑन द रिकमेंडेशन ऑफ प्राइम मिनिस्टर. 4 पॉइंट, द प्रेसिडेंट अपॉइंट्स द जज ऑफ द सुप्रीम कोर्ट एंड द हाई कोर्ट्स. जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट और हाई कोर्ट के जज होते हैं उनको भी कौन अपॉइंट करते हैं? प्रेसिडेंट. द प्रेसिडेंट ऑल्सो अपॉइंट द गवर्नर्स ऑफ स्टेट, और स्टेट के जो गवर्नर्स होते हैं उनको भी प्रेसिडेंट अपॉइंट करते हैं. चीफ इलेक्शंस कमिश्नर एंड द अदर इंपॉर्टेंट ऑफिसर्स ऑल अपॉइंटेड दैट ऑल. नेक्स्ट 5, द प्रेसिडेंट इज द कमांडर इन चीफ ऑफ द आर्म फोर्सेस. डिसीजंस रिगार्डिंग वॉर एंड पीस आर मेड बाय द प्रेसिडेंट. 6 point, the president has some judicial power too. For the instance, the president has the power to reduce the punishment, grant the respite to commit sentences of a person in a special circumstance, grant pardons or the reprise on a humanitarian. 7, president has the power to declare the emergency in the case of the crisis situation arising in the country. There are 3 kinds of emergency mentioned in the constitutions: national emergency, second state emergency, and third financial emergency. This is the 3 types of emergency: national emergency, state emergency, and a financial emergency. How many types of emergency? 3 types of emergency. Is the very important in the one sentences questions and answer. National emergency, state emergency, and a financial emergency. In the absence of the president, his functions are carried out by the vice president. The vice president is elected by the members of the both houses. अगर प्रेसिडेंट एब्सेंट है तो उसकी जगह पे कैरी फॉरवर्ड होता है वाइस प्रेसिडेंट को, जो कि वहाँ के जो बोथ हाउसेज लोकसभा और राज्यसभा के जो मेंबर्स होते हैं उसको वाइस प्रेसिडेंट को इलेक्टेड करते हैं. Next, Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers. The President is the constitutional head. However, in the reality, his powers are nominal, and the Prime Minister, along with his Council of Ministers, is the responsible for the administration. We will now see the role and functions of the Prime Minister. The party which attains a majority in the election nominates their leaders as the Prime Minister. जो 2 पार्टियां होती है इलेक्शन में, उसमें जो मेजोरिटी में जीत हासिल करता है इलेक्शंस में वही उनका जो लीडर होता है वो प्राइम मिनिस्टर बनता है. द काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर इज देन फॉर्म ऑफ द ट्रस्टवर्थी कोलिग्स फ्रॉम विद इन द पार्टी. द प्राइम मिनिस्टर एंड द काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर must be member of the parliament. In case they are not a members, they are required to get elected to the parliament within a 6 month of their appointment. The government in reality is run by the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers. This means that the real executive power are vested in the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers. Next, functions of the Prime Minister. The foremost task of the Prime Ministers is to form this Council of Ministers. While doing this, the Prime Minister gives a priority to trustworthy colleagues while considering their the administrative experience, governance skills, efficiency and technical expertise. Second, after deciding upon the members of the Council of Ministers, the Prime Minister allocates the portfolios to them. Third, the Prime Minister leads the Council of Ministers. The Prime Minister chairs all the meeting of the Council of Ministers. After the allocation of portfolio, the Prime Minister has to maintain the coordination in the working of various departments, facilities, corporations among these departments, supervise and the working of this department in order to the maintain efficiency and the efficacy and efficiency, etc. 5. The Prime Minister also has the various other responsibilities such as to raise the image of the country in the international area and work toward the achieving in the favorable opinion globally, to develop trust among the people and to provide strong support to people who are the victims of any disaster, etc. Next, function of the Council of Ministers. In the parliamentary form of the government is the Council of Ministers takes the initiative in the process of lawmaking. The scheme, the policy, plans, etc. are the drafted and the discussed and then introduced in the houses. The Council of Ministers discuss the important question before the making a decision. Second, education, agriculture, industries, health, foreign relations among the other are subject upon which the Council of Ministers has to decide specific policy of the direction of work. The Parliament need to be taken into a confidence about the policy decisions taken by the government. Therefore, the minister of respective departments lay their policy plans in the house to bring about a discussion on it. Third, implementation of policy is the foremost responsibility of the Council of Ministers. Once the Parliament approves the laws, Council of Ministers implements them. Next, how does the parliamentary keep a check over the executive? In the parliamentary system of government, the legislature try to keep control over the executive. The Council of Ministers, the control is the exercise in the lawmaking or policy making process, implementation of policies, and even after that a few ways of exercising control are. First, the discussion and the debates. Discussion and the debates in the discussion among the members of the houses are in an integral part of the lawmaking process. These debates and the discussion help the members to scrutinize of the policies, proposals and a law and the point out of the shortcomings. These discussions are the essential of creation of healthy laws. Second, question hour. During the parliamentary session, the proceeding of the house begin with the question asked by the member of the houses. The concerned minister are supposed to give satisfactory answers to these questions. Question hour. is one of the most effective ways keeping to check over the Council of Ministers. During the question hour, members criticize the government and ask questions on various issues. Sometimes when a member is not satisfied with the answer of the ministers, arguments take place. Occasionally, members walk out of the houses or enter into the well of the house and give slogans to record their protest. Next point is the zero hour. Zero hour. During the parliamentary session, the period around the 12 noon is called zero hour. During this period, any question of public importance can be raised in the discussion. This is the zero hour. Next, no confidence motion. This is the one of the most effective ways to keep a check on the Council of Ministers. The government stay in power till it the enjoy the support of majority in Lok Sabha. If the members of parliament withdraw the support, it may lead to loss of majority and the government cannot stay in power. जब उनकी जो मेजोरिटी लॉस हो जाती है या नहीं मिलती है, ख़त्म हो जाती है मेंबरों की तरफ से, तो इनकी जो गवर्नमेंट होती है वो पावर में नहीं रहती है. द मेंबर्स ऑफ द हाउस कैन मूव अ नो कॉन्फिडेंस मोशन, और इसे ही कहा जाता है कि नो कॉन्फिडेंस मोशन में है तो ये जो गवर्नमेंट है वो या सरकार जो होती है वो गिर जाती है, क्योंकि उनको मेजोरिटी हासिल नहीं होती है, इनको सपोर्ट नहीं हासिल होता है. बाय सिंपली एक्सप्रेसिंग वी डू नॉट हैव अ कॉन्फिडेंस इन द गवर्नमेंट. If the motion is passed with the majority support, then the council of minister has to resign. और इसमें मेजोरिटी नहीं होने की वजह से उनको रिज़ाइन देना होता है, क्योंकि वो उस पोस्ट पे नहीं बने रहते, क्योंकि उनकी मेजोरिटी नहीं होती है. There is an extensive bureaucracy that works under the executive. We will study the bureaucracy in the 6th chapter. Now executive जो मिनिस्ट्री होती है उसमें हमने पढ़े हैं यहाँ पर कि उसके बाद में लेजिस्लेचर एंड द एग्जीक्यूटिव मिनिस्ट्री. द मेन पॉइंट ऑफ दिस लेसन इज द यूनियन गवर्नमेंट. प्रेसिडेंट इज द हेड ऑफ द यूनियन गवर्नमेंट एंड प्रेसिडेंट हैव अ 2 पार्ट, लेजिस्लेचर एंड द एग्जीक्यूटिव. फर्स्ट ऑफ द लोकसभा लेजिस्लेचर पार्ट 2 एंड सेकेंड इज द राज्यसभा. एंड एग्जीक्यूटिव इज द प्राइम मिनिस्टर हेड ऑफ दिस एग्जीक्यूटिव मिनिस्ट्री एंड अ काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर. Or that what is the process of the election of president, president's power and a function of the president and a prime minister and the council of minister, function and the prime minister and function of the council minister. How does the parliament keep check over the executive? And next लेसन में हम ब्यूरोक्रेसी को रीड करेंगे. ब्यूरोक्रेसी यानी नौकरशाही. जो नेक्स्ट जो हमारा 6th चैप्टर होगा उसमें हम ब्यूरोक्रेसी टुडे वी हैव अ एंड दिस चैप्टर रीड और टोटल लेसन एट होम. अल्लाह हाफिज़.